Hey guys, NinjaGuyVR here, and today we're talking about Retronika. Now this game appeared out of nowhere, the developers randomly came on Reddit and Discord and showed us their official trailer, and I was really surprised by it. The graphics look cool and the mechanics seems very interesting, and fortunately they gave me access to the early alpha test of the game so I can give them some feedback, and we're allowed to show some gameplay and talk about the game, so I'm here to tell you all about it, so let's do that. So this game really excites me, just by looking at the trailer, and it does give a good explanation of what the game is about. So basically you just have this bike and you can go left or right and up or down, and that's the core mechanic of it. To accelerate, you have to push up your right analog stick and you're thrown into these procedurally generated stages where there's just cars around and you just have to avoid them. You're allowed to get a few hits, you do have a life bar, so it's not too hard, not that difficult, but then later on you're introduced to more mechanics. So you do get access to a gun and you get attacked by a few robots once in a while, so you really have to clear them out while you go through the level. And there are different type of levels, one is to go from point A to point B, and there's one that has some checkpoints, so you have to make sure that you have enough time to make it from one checkpoint to another until the finish line. And there's one stage where you have to eliminate a certain amount of robots in order to clear the level. And every time you finish a level, you get a rating, and if you get a good rating, you'll get a lot more currency in the game. And speaking of currency, every time you finish a level, you get transported into this hub, and you can purchase a few things. You can buy new weapons, you can buy upgrades for your car to go faster, accelerate faster, and other things like that. There are different type of guns. The first is a handgun. The second one is still kind of like a handgun, but it shoots slower, but it does a lot more damage. That's my favorite gun. And then the third one is kind of like an automatic rifle where it shoots a lot faster, but do a lot less damage, so I didn't enjoy it as much. Other than that, it is an alpha, so they ramped up the difficulty very quickly, as you go through stages, and the last level is barely doable. I only finished it with 1-star rating, so it is difficult, but the developer did say that they made it difficult on purpose. I think he mentioned that he didn't even finish it himself, so we might not see this type of difficulty in the game. And the last thing I'd like to mention is that this is a story-oriented game, so there is a story to the game. You have this robot who tells you what's happening and what you have to do and all of that. So the narrative is pretty fun. I feel like the robot is talking maybe a little bit too much, but it's still enjoyable. Like he helps you through the tutorial at first and things like that. Alright guys, so all I wanted to do today is give you my initial thoughts on the game, and so far I'm having a really good positive vibe to the game. I can't wait for it to launch later this year. It's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be available on all Quest platforms, and I'll most likely be buying it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the last level of the alpha test, the very difficult one. I feel like it showcased the game very well, and it's very beautiful with the snow animation in it, so I hope that you guys enjoy that. So thank you for watching guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you enjoy what you're seeing, and give us a comment, if you have any questions for the devs, I can transfer them over. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the video guys.